So we got another episode of the Cedeno Experience podcast. How does that sound, man?
That sounds good.
That sounds really good, right? Today I got my boy Jaime Bejar, Amazon e-commerce expert. Actually, Jaime and I have known each other for quite a bit. He was probably like my first or second guest on the actual podcast.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we shared a story about you losing about 100 pounds or so.
Something like that.
Yeah. Have you gained some of that weight back?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nah, bro, you look great.
No,
bro.
I was leaner. I was smaller before.
Yeah.
I think when we had the last podcast.
Yeah, because you had like a 6-pack and everything, huh?
Yeah.
Or 4.5 pack.
Something like that.
So really quick, bro, if you can introduce yourself, man, just where they can find you, maybe IG, a little bit about who you are.
My name is Jaime Bejar. You can find me on Instagram, jaime.bejar, or Twitter, Facebook. For the most part, I'm pretty much more on Instagram. Yeah. And lately a lot on Twitter, actually.
Really?
Trying to get a lot more on Twitter, yeah. So I've gotten heavy into crypto. So there's a huge crypto community in Twitter. So
you're like a crypto king now.
Nah,
Nah, bro.
no.
I mean, you're all in on crypto though, right?
No, I am.
Yeah,
I am.
So we can share some of that a little bit later.
Yeah, we can talk about that too.
So a little bit about what you do, man. I know I mentioned you do e-commerce, but I know there's a lot more to you than just e-commerce.
There's a lot of other things that I want to work on. There's a few things that I'm kind of on the side, I would say, but my biggest focus right now is e-commerce. So I actually got into e-commerce probably since like 10 years ago. It was like half I had started a clothing company. It was like a clothing brand with one of my cousins.
What is it called?
Urban Junkie.
Oh, nice.
Urban Junkie Clothing. So it was like half e-commerce, half, person to person type sales, but that went bad really quick. And then 5 years after that, which was like 5 years ago,
Yeah.
I got into e-commerce.
That was with the coffee?
That was with the coffee company.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. So we did that for like 2 years, lost a lot of money. We didn't know how to do marketing ads. All our money just went out the window. The brand was good, the coffee was good, but it just went out. And then I think around that time was when we started reconnecting again. And then I did a few things in between there.
Yeah.
I tried flipping. I remember I bought a house from you.
Yeah.
That went wrong.
Well, the house was great. It was just
the house was great.
The purpose for you buying it.
Yeah, that's where I
weren't
messed
sure.
up. Yeah, because I bought it to live in it, and then I was like, oh, maybe I could flip it and make some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you can make some money.
Well, now I can. Oh man.
Yeah, let's sell it.
Good thing I never sold it.
Let's put it on the market.
I've been thinking about selling it.
Hey, well, I got a good agent that you can use, bud.
So then tried getting into flipping, and then this was probably like 3 years ago, at least around that time. I got into flipping, trying to do wholesale. Did that for like maybe 3, 4, 5 months.
It was tough, huh?
Yeah, I gave up pretty quick. I think because it was a lot mainly sales, wholesaling. I was trying to do just wholesale.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do this. So then I stopped. And then I was like, okay, what am I going to do now? Because I was kind of depressed around that time. I was trying to figure out what to do. I'm like, how are all these people making all this money? And I'm like, I'm not making money. Yeah. In my head, right, I thought I was like poor.
And you had like bought courses and stuff like that for the flipping and wholesaling, right?
Oh, yeah. I even went to courses in Vegas with Ryan Pineda.
Yeah.
You know who Ryan is, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, so then I was like, screw this. I'm not going to do real estate. I'm done. I'm not for now, at least. Yeah. So then I'm scrolling through Instagram, and then I see a whole bunch of 17-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 25-year-olds driving around Lamborghinis. And I was like, what am I not doing? Like, what are these guys doing? It doesn't make any sense. So then most of these guys that I was following, they were all doing Amazon. And they were doing drop shipping. Some of them were doing wholesale. And then that's kind of how I got into Amazon and how it all started.
Yeah, absolutely. So you went from wholesaling before you had like a tax business, coffee.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too.
So yeah. So you're always like trying to do something right.
So I think before the coffee, I had a tax business too. I did that for like a year, and then I was like, okay, this is not enough money. Yeah. So then I think I only did it for like 2 years. I did it for 1 year, and then the next year, right when I started year 2, I was telling my clients, hey, this is gonna be the last time, FYI.
Yeah, because you did our taxes, and I was like, and then you tell like, I'm not doing tax. I'm like, bro, you're supposed to help me with my taxes, man. What's going on?
Yeah, it just wasn't. Not that it's not a scalable business. I mean, look at H&R Block; they're huge, but it just wasn't me. I'm like, no, this is not me. Just because I want to go for accounting, so I was gonna do finance or accounting or something. But no, that's just not what I was gonna do.
And what I love about that is that, like, you kept trying to figure something out. Right. There's always something, and sometimes we don't want to be bouncing around to different places, but you never gave up that like entrepreneurship
Oh,
like
and that was
spirit.
super stressful to me, because I'm sure most people have heard, like when you're starting a business, they'll say like, oh, don't just bounce around from one thing to another because you're giving up too early. So I was like, am I giving up too early? I'm on
Yeah.
taxes, on real estate, on wholesaling, on this coffee company, on this other stuff, or am I doing the right thing, and just realize and listening to myself and knowing that no, this is not me, or maybe it's time to just do something else because maybe this is not me.
Yeah.
And I think it was good actually
Yeah.
that I moved,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
you,
Because
you have to do something that you enjoy.
yeah, absolutely. You found something that works for you.
Yeah.
And it's been doing great. You've been helping a lot of people out. So talk a little bit about what you do as far as the Amazon and wholesaling not wholesaling real estate, but the wholesaling you do now.
Yeah, so I've been selling on Amazon for like 3 years, and then I started an automation service last year. We basically charge people an upfront fee, and we manage the entire business for them. So I started off by just offering drop shipping services. Now we're offering wholesale, and next year, right now we already have a couple clients, but next year we're gonna start doing brand acquisition, which is honestly the best business model of the three that I offer.
Really?
But it's not as scalable. No,
Okay.
it is very scalable. It's just requires a lot more capital.
Okay.
So
And that's the branding.
the branding,
Okay.
yeah. So the main difference between the three, drop shipping is really just when, let's say, if I'm a sell an item on Amazon, I never buy the inventory, never.
Yeah.
Right. But what if Walmart is selling that same item, and Amazon is selling it for a lot more? Right. I'll list it on my Amazon store. Somebody buys it for me. Then I'll have Walmart ship it directly to the customer.
So don't touch it.
And that's it. They don't touch it. I never see the inventory. I don't see the quality. I know it's good because it's Walmart. I mean,
Yeah.
Walmart or Home Depot
Home
or
Depot,
Target, whoever
yeah.
I buy. That's drop shipping. But the margins on that are a little bit lower. They're about 10 to 15%.
Yeah, it's more like volume on that.
Yeah, it's more volume, but
Okay.
it's still really good money. If you're selling 100K a month, you can be making 5, 7, 8, 10K a month.
So let's stay on drop shipping really quick. What I know you can't really say, hey, this is a return you're gonna get, but what should people expect if they're gonna get a store with you?
Yeah, as long as when the store is running at all times and there's enough credit, we want to be able to give people the ability to make ideally minimum 3 to 5K a month.
3 to
Right.
5K. Wow, that's somebody's salary, bro.
Literally. So
Yeah.
we can make way more money on these stores. Like we have clients making double of that, even triple or even quadruple of that.
Crazy.
But we don't like to tell people like, hey, you're gonna make 10K a month, because
The
I don't.
expectation's not.
Yeah, it's not. If I can for sure do that with every single client, oh yeah, I would say it. But it's not.
There's a lot of
Drop shipping very fluctuates a lot,
yeah.
right? So
There's a lot of variables.
it's a lot of variables. So you can be making 3K one month, the next month you can making 15K, like literally, right? Or you can make 15K that month, and the next month you're suspended, but then 2 weeks later we got you back up and going and running. So it fluctuates a lot. But the benefits of dropshipping is that it's an easy entry, right? So anybody can literally dropship. Like you don't have to come with me. You don't have to go with any other provider. You can literally do it yourself with no money. All you need is a credit card.
Yeah.
So dropshipping is amazing for that, right? But scaling past, making 5, 10K, not 5, 10K, that's very realistic. Let's just say scaling past 10K monthly consistently is very hard,
Yeah.
right? It fluctuates a lot. That's where wholesale comes in.
Okay.
Right, so that's where we offer that other service is wholesale. So wholesale is really just think traditional wholesale, right? You buy in bulk, you get it cheaper, and then you sell it. But we're doing this online, so where you're making a lot of money, not only just the margins, you're making a lot of money on the margins too.
Yeah.
Right, but you're selling massive volume.
Got it. And
Right.
I don't have to hold it in my garage or anything.
Oh
right?
no! So we're trying to automate the whole business for wholesale too. So we have a prep center in Florida. We're looking to open up another one in San Diego, and then eventually
that's awesome.
Texas, and then we'll go from there. But basically what we're doing is we're opening up vendor accounts for every single client, and then we look through the inventory list. We choose what we're going to buy. We know what's going to be sellable. Buy the inventory, sell into a prep center, get it repackaged or prepped, whatever it needs to get done. Then send it to one of Amazon's warehouses, which is their prep centers, and then they'll ship it out to everybody. That's where Amazon Prime comes.
And then so basically everybody's getting cut, and then at the end of the day,
Everybody's making money. The wholesaler, the distributor's making money. Once we buy it in the prep center, right, is making money. Then Amazon's gonna make money when they sell it, and then the customer and us are gonna make money, and then we split profit with our investors.
And it's and for the consumer. So somebody that comes in and buys like or say, hey, I want to get a store with you, Jaime. For them, it's pretty hands off.
Oh, 100% hands off. You don't really
Yeah.
have to do anything.
So
With drop shipping, the only really thing you have to be doing is just monitoring your credit card, just
yeah,
making sure that there's always enough credit. Say your credit card gets full, you might have to go apply for other ones, or you're gonna have to go open up your own bank account, just things like that, stuff that we can do.
yeah,
But the actual operation, we do it all. With wholesale, same thing. The actual operation, we do it all. We don't have to do marketing. Amazon does all that for
yeah.
us.
It's Amazon.
Everybody goes on Amazon or look for specific things, so we don't have to do any marketing.
Yeah, if I need something, I'm gonna go to Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only thing that the investor has to do is really, maybe file your taxes at the end of the year.
Yeah, yeah, and then just make sure you pay your credit card.
If you want to hire your own bookkeeper, just to make sure that maybe our numbers don't match or something doesn't add up. Those are extra expenses that you could get, but you don't really need to. We provide financial statements for the wholesale side.
Yeah.
It's all through a software, so
Yeah.
it's all.
So for me, I mean, this is a no brainer, right? Like my wife and I were getting a store, we're getting that going because for us, like in real estate, right? We think about real estate, and you want to buy properties to produce passive income,
Yeah.
right? We want that cash flow that everybody talks about. So this is the way I see the e-commerce, right? It's like a rental property, but online, right?
Yeah.
There's still things that can happen, right? There's
Yeah.
still you can have vacancies.
Yeah.
Like your store getting suspended. And I know we spoke at the same seminar not too long ago, and you did mention somebody asked you about a money back guarantee, and I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty funny, right? Because you start any business.
Oh yeah, people always ask, like, oh, would you guarantee my money? And I'm like, if I know of a business that I will 100%, let's just say double my money, I'll just put all my money there. Like, why would I put it anywhere else? Like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lose. It doesn't exist.
yeah,
Things are gonna happen on our side too. Like, what if your store gets suspended and we're down for 3 months, 4 months? That could happen. It doesn't happen to everybody,
Yep.
but that could happen. If we have to get another store, we'll get another store. Like, you're not losing your investment,
yeah. It's still
right?
there.
But it's gonna take longer. Like, there's different things that can happen.
Yeah.
Maybe your account can have a lot of chargebacks, where just coincidentally all the people that bought, are charging back, and maybe Amazon will shut your account down. Like, there's nothing we can do about
It's
that.
out of your hands, right?
Yeah, even with wholesale, that can happen too. Like, doesn't
Yeah. So
in any business.
that's some good information, man. And then you said about the branding. You
Oh.
start early on that.
Yeah, so brand acquisition, that's probably the one that we're really excited for. It's
Yeah.
still like very beginning stages, but basically what we're gonna do is there's thousands of brands out there, right? Some of them are making money already.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't making money, but a lot of these brands are not on Amazon, right? So if you can get a very, very good product and sell it on Amazon, and you have the marketing and the traffic and the eyes, and you're buying it at scale, you can make, like, I'm not exaggerating, 20, 30, 40, 50, $60,000 in profit monthly
Wow.
with brands, right? Because we're not selling a few hundred units a month. We're selling 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 units a month.
Crazy.
Imagine making $3 a unit on $10,000 on 10,000 units, right? That's 30 grand. So with brand acquisition is, we find these brands,
Yeah.
right? We find an investor who's going to invest all the money, and we do all the work. So it's basically three parties, right? It's the investor, it's me, my partners on our company,
Your
and
team.
then the brand. The brand's going to make money when they're selling us all the inventory at wholesale price. They ain't got to worry about anything else. Once they sell us the inventory,
That's it.
that's it. They made their money. The investor is going to buy into our system, right? Kind of like a franchise fee.
Yep,
And we're
absolutely.
going to use all their money to invest into the marketing and setup of this brand on Amazon. Once the brand gets going and it starts selling 1,000, 5,000 units a month and it's
Yeah.
profitable, we do the profit split, and then everybody wins. So the benefit of that is that if this brand is really, really good and the
Yeah.
product's really good, and you're making $5, $10, $20,000 a month, and let's just say that's just from one product,
Yeah.
right? One product. Imagine having 3 or 4 products making the same amount of money.
Yep.
Right. Let's just say 2-3 years down the line, that Amazon business for that brand is maybe making $500,000 in profit a year. And then another investor comes in, another one with a lot more money, and they're like, hey, I'll buy your business out. I'll give you $1 million up front.
Let's go.
Let's go. You sell it to them, and then they'll inject more money in and then sell at scale, even more than us. So then there's a lot more money doing that.
Good. Well, this is a lot of good information. I know you're full of information, bro. Every time we talk about e-commerce, I'm just like super interested. Where can people find you? Where can people like reach out to you and say, hey, I want to get a store?
You can go to my personal Instagram page.
That's the best place.
Yeah, that's probably the best place. Our website is down right now, but if you go to my Instagram, the business Instagram page is on there, and also the website.
Yeah.
So the website should be up pretty soon. It's Automate My Cashflow. You can go automatemycashflow.com and book a call right there.
Yeah.
Or you can just go to our Instagram and then.
Or you can reach out to me.
Or you can reach out to Robert.
Yeah.
Robert knows literally how everything runs.
Yeah,
and he can break everything down for you.
Yeah, and I can get you connected really, really well. So, good, man. I know we talked a lot of information, like I said right now, but I want to find, I want people to know a little bit about you, right? So I know you're married, 2 kids. What were you thinking when you got into e-commerce? Like, what is that process like for you? Like, yeah, I'm going to do e-commerce, or, how'd you even get there?
I don't even know, honestly. Something I've started to become a lot more faithful with God recently.
Yeah. Good.
So if I think back about what I know now, I think I want to say it was just something was telling me to do that.
Good.
I don't know what. I just knew e-commerce. I had to do e-commerce.
Yeah, you
like
great,
when
man.
I did real estate, something kept telling me like, no, this is not you.
It's not working out.
So I don't know. It could have been God.
Yeah.
The universe telling me like, just do e-commerce.
Okay.
I've always been heavily into investing and financials and financing, accounting, and all that stuff. So I think getting heavy into it just made more sense.
Numbers.
Like, not that real estate, there's no numbers. There's a lot of numbers in real estate. I don't know. I can't really explain it. Something just kept telling me to do e-commerce, and that's how I got heavy into e-commerce. And
yeah, and then now I also want to get you probably know yeah, this question was coming, right, about not necessarily Bitcoin, but like the whole cryptocurrency. What are your thoughts on that, man?
If I were you, I'd put all your money in crypto.
This dude is all in, bro.
Yeah,
this guy, he's not playing either.
No, I'm not playing. I think like more than 90% of my cash is in crypto.
Really? 90%?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see you buying all the time, man.
Yeah, I'm still buying now, even at the prices right now.
Yeah. What's the price?
What is it right now? November 12th, 13th? What are we on today?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Bitcoin's like at 66K. I'm probably going to buy like another 50K tomorrow.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah.
So you're all in. Why are you all in, bro?
So I've always been into stocks and investing.
Yeah.
I studied finance and all that stuff. So like 4 years ago, in 2017, also another crypto bull run, I kept seeing crypto and Bitcoin everywhere, and I was like, what is this? Like, I don't know what it was. And then I got FOMO, and I literally bought like $3,000, I think, right at the top. It was like in December. And next thing you know, a couple weeks later, that $3,000 is $2,500, $2,200, $2,000. It basically went all the way down to like $800 at one point.
Really?
And I was like, damn, what did I just do? But luckily, because I've read a lot of books and a lot about specifically investing, I knew that if this was something real and actually going to be valuable, I'll be fine and it'll come back up. So I never sold. So that 3K became like 20K or something.
Crazy.
But in 2017, I never bought crypto again. Never bought crypto again in 2018 or 2019. I completely forgot about it. I didn't even research more on it. I was just kind of seeing the news. So then even last year, I started looking into it again, but then my Amazon and the e-commerce business got very stressful and there was a lot going on. So I still wasn't really looking into it. And then this year I had some downtime and I started looking heavy. I just like literally every single day since like March, at least 1 to 3 hours daily, I've been reading about crypto. And like 4 months ago, I was like, holy shit. I was like, fuck, I got to put all my money in here. So then I just started buying like 1K a day and then 3K a day. And then it was a point for like 2 weeks straight. I was buying 5K daily. And then I was like, and then I was like, this is not enough. I got to keep buying more. So I just kept buying more. And then it got to and then I had like multiple 6 figures in stocks also like around that time. And I was like, what if I just sell that and throw all that into crypto too?
Don't tell me you did it.
Yeah. I sold all my stocks and I threw it all in crypto. What? So I just started buying. And now I started buying like 25K weekly.
Okay. So this is nuts. You're married, right? So what does that conversation look like with your wife? Like I'm really curious, bro, because
we didn't really have one. She just kind of said,
I trust you.
Basically, we didn't really even discuss it. I was like, I think I'm going to do this. She was like, okay. That was
I
it.
love Shirley. Shirley's
She,
amazing.
she didn't say anything. She
Yeah.
didn't really say much. So I was just like, she never tells me not to do anything. So I just, she
And she's like,
doesn't, yeah.
yeah,
So,
okay.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, screw it. I kept buying. And
Good,
even
bro.
till now, I'm still buying.
Oh, I'm gonna pray for Shirley, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's amazing. If you guys don't know, like me and Jaime actually really known each other for a long time since actually high school.
Since high school.
Yeah, so he was a big bad senior. I was a little freshie. And then we got
A
reconnected.
freshman in varsity, though.
Yeah, getting my butt kicked every day though. It was terrible, bro. And that's where I actually met Jaime, and now seeing just the growth that you've had, man, over these last, it's really been over the last couple of years, right?
Yeah, it's been over the last 2 years, really.
Yeah, and I've always seen you trying to do something, right? So what would you say to somebody that's maybe in that position right now that's trying that new business and they're like, man, like this is not working out again. Like, what do I tell my wife, or what do I tell my girlfriend? What do I tell my mom? Right? Like, what would you tell somebody that's in that position right now, in starting this process? Because it seems like that breakthrough was gonna happen. It was gonna come regardless.
Well, you just got to keep reminding yourself that it's going to happen. If you really believe it, because I think most people that achieve it, everybody that believes it, most of them achieve it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the first step is believing it.
It's a principle.
So if you already believe it and your gut, your heart, your God, or whatever you think is telling you, and you want it, just keep doing it. It's going to come. It's just some people it's going to take 3 years. Some people it's going to take 10 years. It's going to come at different ways to different people. But
yeah, some people are going to quit and then it's not going to come.
Yeah.
Right?
No, 100%.
Yeah, it's the truth.
I mean, I went months without doing anything at many points in the last 7 years. Like there was months where I wasn't doing anything. I was just going to work and then, partying the weekends and pig out, eat.
I'm glad you
go to the gym and that was it.
I'm glad you quit your job.
Oh yeah.
Thank God. Jeez.
Yeah.
I think I was telling this guy to quit his job for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
When'd you quit?
It is gonna be a year from November.
Really? So 1 whole year. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah.
That's good, man. So just keep pushing through then, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good, man. This guy's like super
crazy.
It's funny because if you know Jaime,
it hasn't even been a year still, actually.
Really?
I was working both my job and e-commerce.
Yeah,
for 2 years.
So yeah, if you know,
I was
Jaime,
making more outside, and I still wouldn't quit.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
I was
bro.
like,
did you get?
I was scared. That's why I wouldn't. I didn't. I guess I didn't trust myself that I could keep doing it.
Yeah, and then just from knowing you, you're like super analytical, right? So you analyze. You think.
I think too analytical.
Yeah. So
no, I think actually I take that back. There's no such thing as too analytical, but I think when I was making that jump and being that way, it made it very hard.
So what got you past that? Like, what was the thought? What was the process of like, hey, I'm gonna just jump full in? Because for me, it was easy. You know my story, right?
No.
How I just quit my job, basically my 9 to 5, great benefits.
Yeah.
And
I remember now.
And I went full on onto entrepreneurshut. I just one day I was like, I'm not going back to work.
You know what's funny? Till this day, I need to call this guy, but this is what made me quit. There's this guy where I was working at. He didn't work for us. No, he didn't work there, but he worked kind of for us in a way.
Yeah.
He was what would you call him? He was like a delivery guy.
Yeah,
he would deliver packages from one place to another, to our other branches.
Like a third party.
Like a third party.
Yeah.
Super humble guy from Honduras, has 2 daughters. Like I swear he probably only makes like $15 an hour, if that.
Yeah.
Super humble. Then one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And I always got along with him. And I just went up to him. I don't know why. I just went up to him and I told him that I was thinking of quitting. And then he made me cry because he talked to me like, I don't think anybody had ever talked to me that way. He was like, I think I believe in you more than you believe in yourself. He was like, if you quit, he was like, I already know for sure you're going to make way more than you've ever made. He was like, it's already done. Like he was talking to me with like so much passion.
Really?
So much extreme passion that he made me cry. I'm like, how are you talking to me like that? I barely know you.
Yeah.
Like, it's been like
he was like speaking life into you.
Literally, like he was talking about God and God's gonna be there for you and
having a purpose.
You just gotta basically, and that broke me. So then like a day after that, I was like, I'm done.
Wow. But that's crazy to think about how literally you can have other people, like God could use other people.
It wasn't my parents. It wasn't like a friend. Like it was somebody we weren't friends. Like it was just a mutual relationship. Like, hey, what's up? Super nice. And he's this random guy, kind of random. Was the guy that made me just
Yeah, I'm
jump.
your friend. I've been telling you to quit for all these years, bro. You never listen
Dude, I
to
had
me,
so
man.
many people telling me like, "Why are you still working? Why are you still working?" I'm like, I don't know.
That's
Like,
awesome, man. You know, I met somebody like that at Superior, bro. This guy, he was a cashier, full of life, man. Right. So it doesn't matter. Like, you know, you make tons of money. It's not about the money, right?
Yeah.
Like, money's great, right? It's gonna
Yeah.
come. You know, it's gonna come. But having the passion and having that purpose that you're living for is probably the most important thing, right? Because that dude that's making $15 an hour that told you to quit was living in his purpose.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that cashier that I met,
He
that's
was one of the happiest guys I ever met.
yeah, exactly. So I know we're probably going off on a little tangent there, but I really thought that literally out of everything you shared a lot of information, but that was what I was looking for.
I forgot. I always told myself that I was gonna call him and like, cause he told me he's like whenever. Oh, he even used to tell me like, just call me. Like, don't worry. Like, if you ever need to talk to somebody, just call me.
Just give him a Bitcoin. No, I'm just kidding, bro. Like, think it's because of you. Now
I'll give him.
I'll give him a like.
I haven't even called him. I should call him. I think I still have his number.
Yeah, just give him a call. That'd be nice, man. That's really
Yeah.
good. So really quick, bro, I got some rapid fire questions for you. If you had one talent, it could be anything. What would it be?
Talent?
Yeah.
Anything?
Any talent, gift? I mean, I don't care. You want to be a Green Lantern? I don't know.
I've always liked the thought of reading minds.
Reading minds.
Yeah.
Really?
Because one of my biggest struggles and I would say my biggest weaknesses is I don't know how to read people.
Really?
Like, it's really difficult for me.
Why do you think that?
I think because I was shy my whole life.
Yeah.
And I didn't really interact with people.
Yeah,
I had friends, but I was still the shy kid regardless.
Yeah.
Even I was in the football team and I still didn't, I
Yeah.
wouldn't talk to people. Like, so I think I went many, many years without building relationships or knowing how to communicate.
Yeah.
So I just never learned how to do it.
Yeah.
So even to this day, I'm getting better at it now.
Yeah.
But I still don't really. So I think if I knew how to read people's minds,
You're like, this guy's he's not trying to screw me over, or like he really likes me.
yeah.
Yeah. Right. Like, or it's like a genuine
Like, that's something I'm
relationship.
barely learning. Literally,
Yeah.
like I'm barely learning. Like now I can see people like, okay, this guy's
Yeah.
just a couple of years ago I wouldn't be able to do that. Nowhere.
Yeah, that's really good, man. Because naturally you're an introvert. Naturally.
You know, people think that they keep saying that they think I'm naturally an introvert. I don't think I am.
Really?
I think I'm an extrovert, but I haven't even realized it. I'm barely realizing it now.
So what I seen by you, and again, this is a pretty cool conversation we're having here. You are an introvert, but you can be an extrovert when you need to be.
Yeah.
So I think you get best of both worlds, bro. Like you're good at analyzing.
Oh yeah, because I like being by myself. I like working by myself. I don't like distractions.
Yeah.
But I've also noticed that when I'm working by myself, sometimes I'm like low energy and I'll leave if I'm meeting with somebody or a client or whatever, and I feel like full of life. And I'm like,
all you gotta do is give me a call, bro.
yeah,
You know that. Call me on my cell phone. But no, man. I mean, even you walking into the building, man. I seen you, and you're like trying to shake my hand, like give me a hug, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm still kind of.
Yeah. So that's good stuff, though, man. So
I get a lot of people tell me that.
You're like, hug me, bro.
That I don't show them enough love.
No, you're good, man. But so reading minds, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, if you had to go back to an age, you can pick whatever age. Nothing's gonna change. The path that you're on right now, it's still the same path. But if there's one piece of advice that you can give yourself, what would that be? And at what age?
Let me see.
That's gold, baby.
8. Trying to see how old I am. At 24, I would have told myself to put all my money in Bitcoin. I would have been.
Yeah. Well,
Dude, that would have been.
You probably would have just told yourself, "No, you're crazy."
I
bro.
probably wouldn't have even been doing Amazon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because it's crazy.
And if you guys don't know, he's thinking about his age right now. We actually have the same birthday.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact. Yeah.
December 1st.
December 1st, man. When we're in 30 miles that day. I'm super slow right now, by
You
the
still
way.
going to do it?
I'm going to do it. It's already done.
I think I'm going to do it. I was going to go to Aruba, but we're not going anymore. We're going to go on a trip for New Year's.
But I'm going to hold you back, bro, like big time.
Well, I'm not going to wait for you.
Yeah, we'll just go.
I'm just going to go. I'm not going to wait for you.
Yeah, I would just go too.
When I finish, I'll laugh you and then I'll run with you.
Be like done for 2 hours, bro. Like I'll weight this guy by like 60 pounds or something. Easy. Maybe more.
What are you, like 250?
Hey, come on, bro. I'm like 235, my boy.
I'm 180.
Oh, okay, 45 pounds. Yeah, I'm probably like 240 right now. So
good.
50 pounds. That was
I
pretty
think
right.
I'm going to do the run.
Yeah, let's do it, bro. It's already for me. It's already done. I gotta get there. I gotta actually do it because I haven't been training at all, 0 for the last like 9-10 days. So, all right, man. So, what age? 24. Go all in on Bitcoin. Love it. yeah, I still probably wouldn't listen. I'm still not listening now. I gotta just dive in, bro. Next question would be if there's like a movie playing. And,
Movie?
yeah, a movie. Your favorite movie, basically. Comes out and you're like, I gotta watch this movie. What movie is that?
I'm guessing one of my favorites.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want to make it like a little bit more complicated. That's why I asked you that way.
Probably Twilight. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't, bro, get out of here, man.
No, Inception.
Inception. Wow, why?
Yeah. I don't know. So one of the other things that I do like on my slow time, I guess, or like on my pastime, other than like crypto and e-commerce, is I'm really heavy into biohacking.
Okay.
So I know a lot about biohacking and the mind and meditation and all that stuff. So I haven't seen the movie Inception in a long time, but it makes me believe. I already believe it, but it gives me more certainty that our mind's a lot stronger than we think.
Yeah.
And you can probably, when I was little, I used to think that I could move things with my mind.
Really?
I never did it, but I knew if I wanted to, I could. I don't know why.
Crazy.
Like I really believe it's possible.
Crazy.
I still think it's possible. So I think that movie just kind of makes my brain go.
That's pretty cool, man. I mean, when I was little, I didn't think I could move stuff with my mind, but I could be like, I thought I was like the only one that can like have thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, I just told you off in my head and you don't even know it. You know what I mean? Like, that was me, bro. I wasn't as smart probably, but at least I know. Yeah, my strength is not like the brains. Like you're like the brains, bro. Like
I think I'm average. I don't even think.
I'm pretty dang smart, bro. Sometimes we're talking, I'm like, man, that was a lot of information, but dang, it was smart. For me, it's like it's just building a relationship, right? So good, man. Well, thank you for being on. One last word, if you had to share somebody, if you something you want to share, maybe with the audience, maybe encouragement, some motivation. What would it be, bro?
I would probably say, if you haven't figured out yet what you want to do, or if you're trying to figure it out, or you're doing something, or you have a business that you're running, or multiple businesses that you're running, if you haven't actually started making good money, whether it be whatever your good money is to you, let's just say if it's 10K a month,
yeah,
right? Because I think 10K a month to a lot of people is like the number.
Yeah.
Don't try to do too many things at once, meaning too many businesses at once.
Got it.
Right? If you're doing one business, you're gonna do everything. But don't try starting too many businesses when you haven't yet even automated one or already made good money on one. I was doing that so many freaking years, and I think that's one of the biggest things that helped me back.
Slowed you down a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna make money doing this and this and this and that.
Yeah.
But there's so many pieces to a scalable business. You can't do all of them at the same time. You have to do one first, automate it, and then implement the same strategies on the next one. And then if you just keep doing that, it's a game over.
That's gold, baby. That's it. If there's like nothing you took out of this podcast, that was it right there.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I'm seeing like the brand acquisition model, basically, right? And we already know how to scale a brand to make a certain amount of money,
Good.
Right, in a different industry. It's really just the marketing and the layout of the stores. So basically now, if I could implement that, if me and my team and partners can implement that to 500 stores, 500 brands, dude, it's game over.
That's dope, man. Good stuff. Well, thank you so much for coming on, bro. I know you're super busy. I know you moved some stuff around to get on the podcast, so I really appreciate you, man. And most important, bro, I appreciate your friendship, bro.
Likewise, bro. 100%.
Let's get those 30 miles in, man.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.